Okay, so my brain just immediately said, you don't have to do that, but I'm feeling some type of way. I saw in the news recently that Anita Baker was saying that she didn't want anybody to purchase any of her albums because she was going through some litigation or whatever. So the first thing that came up in my mind was somebody showing that and being like, oh, well, you didn't make what you said you made. Look right there. You getting credit for stuff that ain't yours. I don't put it past anything that come to kill, steal, and destroy, to use every avenue possible in order to discredit, disavow, all of the disses. All of the disses. All of this is evidence of somebody entering data wrong, putting it into my system as it appears to sound to me with my little human ears, and from what I know to be true from my perspective of living life since 1984. But I'm telling you, it just struck in my mind like, oh, well, that's right there. You can't call it. Hashtag you can't call it. Hashtag you can't call it. My mom always tell me the story about her talking to our cousin. He was going through some marital problems, and she, the Aries. I'm Aquarius, born of an Aries and a Libra. She said, well, was you lying then, or is you lying now? You can't. That's why I be saying you can't call it. You don't know whether the trick was then, whether the trick is now, what information to trust. You're going to have some in your soul and some in your spirit, just like my brain. You ain't got to do that. I feel like I got to. That ain't evidence of a motherfucking thing. More than likely, it's going to come down to paperwork, contracts, and whether or not the contract was conscionable at the time, and the nature of contracts regarding music, copyright, and a disenfranchised portion of the population known as African Americans. It'll be up to a judge and a jury to decide whether it was fair. Whether a person who actually knew what they were signing would have signed if they realized the ramifications, and whether the person who drew up the contract could even do so if they had any sense of ethics. Not even morals, just ethics at all. Ugh. Later.